Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jennifer Huber, also known as Solo Travel Girl. And since June of 2022, I've been using a Mounjaro to manage my type 2 diabetes. Now, what you can see is how I have lost about 60 pounds on Mounjaro, but what you can't see is how this medication has lowered my A1C. I started out as 8.2. Last check, it was 5.4. I no longer take my blood pressure medication. I'm still on a statin for high cholesterol. However, my cholesterol is lowering, and I had non-alcoholic fatty liver disease when I started this process, and it has since been reversed. So yeah, Mounjaro has basically been this amazing blessing in my life. So before I get into this week's update for week number 64, I just want to remind you that I am not a healthcare professional, and I'm just sharing my personal experience and opinion about using Mounjaro to manage my type 2 diabetes. Okay, we're not in my living room today. I actually went up to Buffalo for the weekend, for a long weekend, and guess what I did today? I went to the Bills game. Woohoo! Go Bills! Bills versus the Raiders, and the Bills won. So it was very exciting, and thanks to my brother because he buys about 20 tickets and invites all sorts of family members to go. So I got to see cousins and that I haven't seen in about 20 years or so. So that was very exciting. So that was a fun time, and I'll be in Buffalo for a couple other days before I head back to hot, sticky Florida, where I see there's a hurricane out in the Atlantic. I'm thinking positive. But anyway, yeah, so I injected myself with week 64 of Mounjaro on Friday at the 7.5 milligram dose. And I hope you saw my short video that I posted explaining why my doctor wants to keep me at the 7.5 milligram dose rather than working my way up to the 15 milligram dose. And basically, for me, it's all about the A1C. It's not about the weight loss. As I mentioned last week, what she told me was is that people on average lose between 5 to 25 pounds on Mounjaro, and I kind of went above and beyond the expectation about with the weight loss with Mounjaro. So sorry, there's some bugs out here. Um, so yeah, so it just makes sense for me to stay at the 7.5 milligrams because my A1C is 5.4, which is considered normal. Yes, I am going to continue taking my glucose. I'm going to monitor my glucose even though my doctor says that I don't need to. She said there's no point in it, but I'm just curious because I am at a lower dose and I just want to make sure Mounjaro is doing its thing. So in my short video, I had mentioned that I had a conference last week and I had lots of food and I had alcohol, and honestly, I was worried that I was going to come home and that I was going to weigh more, and I didn't gain any weight this week. So I'm still at 131 pounds, which I'm very pleased with. I just felt like I ate a lot. I know I ate a lot of high sodium things, and I know I was retaining water. I could like feel it in my ankles and in my body in that. Um, and I tried not to feel guilty. That's something I need to get over. That's, I guess, part of my Catholic upbringing is that guilt factor with food. And I don't want to be wasteful of food because I was taught to always clean my plate and that. But I was tried to eat very well. I stayed at a Margaritaville resort. They had little cheeseburgers and paradise that you can make in a buffet, but they also had a beautiful salad bar, just wonderful things on that salad bar, including blueberries and fresh crumbled blue cheese and 3 different kinds of lettuces. And it was just a magnificent salad bar that I enjoyed part of my visit to the Margaritaville. Um, we had a big group dinner one night. I ended up having stone crabs. I also had cream spinach, but everything is okay in moderation. So I guess I've done this my weekly update kind of backwards. So I didn't gain or lose any weight this week, and my exercise was basically a lot of walking this week. Did a lot of walking, and glucose. I did monitor my glucose for a couple days, and it was in the 90s. So that's okay. So I haven't gained that weight that my doctor said that I will, and that's because she seems to think that the side effects will lessen, meaning that those side effects that cause the weight loss, that there's going to be fewer of those side effects so that my appetite will get back to normal. We shall see, but I know how to, I know what I need to do. I know the good things that I need to do. And what is it, 90 days to um, create a habit. Hopefully, I have those tools to start a new habit, or that it's not a habit, that it's just my everyday life. I think you know what I'm talking about. So, anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I don't know if you can hear the sounds around me. There's some chipmunks, or anyway, some birds just doing their bird things. But let me just do a quick 360 for you so you can see where I am right now. This is actually my parents' backyard. It's always good to be home. I'm hoping to go to the Albright Knox Art Museum tomorrow that reopened after at least a year renovation. So I'm looking forward to visiting that. And I'm looking forward to going to a cider mill to bring home some fresh apple cider, and the way that I'll bring that home. Maybe I should do a YouTube video on that. I did a YouTube video on bringing back a key lime pie from Florida to New York. But basically, I'm going to freeze it and pack it up and put it in my suitcase. So there's the magic in that. All right. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having success with Mounjaro. Just remember that your journey is going to look different than my journey. My journey is going to look like someone is going to look different than someone else's journey. So just follow your own path, and you really do need to watch what you're eating. You need to move more in order for this medication to be successful. All right. So I hope you have an awesome week. Not only be kind to others, but please be kind to yourself. Thanks so much for watching, and I do appreciate you. Bye.